1 in the interest of Asher Meeks. We're here today scheduled for a review hearing. We're conducting this through Zoom. We are live streaming. Ms. Boyd is making our record for us. Okay, we'll go ahead and take announcements.
Daniel Trout with the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Heidi Elliott is the permanency specialist. We're present and ready on it.
Brooks Barfield for Mom Tessa Helms. We were both present and ready.
Stacy Zabala on behalf of the child.
All right, thank you. Okay, Ms. Elliott, if you'll unmute and raise your right hand, you promise to tell the truth today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, then, if you want to go ahead and tell us anything new since you filed the court report.
Well, Asher is now crawling everywhere and he can sit up unassisted. He's doing really well. He's bonded with placement. Tessa had told me she has called Texas Panhandle Centers to get set up to go back through intake, and she was waiting for a phone call for an appointment. I have reached out to them yesterday and this morning, and I left a message, and I haven't heard back to whether or not she had actually called. So I'm not for sure until I hear back from them. That's really the only updates.
Ms. Elliott, your report states that Mom sent you her payment stub for employment back in March. You hadn't received any more. Have you verified
Yes,
Mom working?
Yes, she is working. Tessa is going to, she had told me yesterday she's going to scan me her last 4 check stubs. I just haven't received them yet.
Okay. And where is she working?
Sonic?
Okay. All right. And it's the same job she's held since March?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's been steady employment?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about, I know there's concerns on the living situations. Where is she still living? Same home, same people?
Yes, sir.
They're still concerned with CPS history with the people that Mom lives with, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you and Mom had any more discussions about that?
Not since the last home visit, sir.
Okay. When was the last home visit?
I can't remember exact date, but it was last month.
Okay. And how did that conversation go as far as the living situation? What are we looking at?
She still doesn't see any issues with it.
Okay. All right. I noticed Mom's tested clean throughout this case, but she no-showed the last. Do you know why she no-showed in October?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you tried to send again in November or the end of October?
No, sir. I'm planning on sending her next week.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go ahead and ask for that to be done today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Your Honor, we'd ask for the hair follicle and UAs to be done today. Anything else you need to update the court on or request from the court today?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Excuse me. All right, Mr. Barfield, any questions?
Just briefly, Your Honor. Miss Elliott, how are the visits going?
All right, guys, buckle up, because this case opens quietly but carries heavy weight. In just a few seconds, the judge sets the tone, confirming this is a live child welfare hearing where every word matters. No drama yet, but the stakes are instantly clear. This is about a child's future, not excuses or emotions. The formal roll call, the calm voices, and the courtroom structure all signal that something serious is coming. This intro works because it feels controlled, almost calm before the storm. You can sense that once the facts start coming out, things will get uncomfortable fast. This is the moment that pulls you in and makes you stay.
With Asher, they're going really well.
Okay, good. Has Mom made all the visits?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
She was scheduled for a visit today, but since court is taking place. She's scheduled for a 4-hour visit Saturday, and I'll be watching that visit.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. I don't have anything else. And, unless at this particular time, unless Tessa has, any issues at this particular time.
Ms. Helms, any questions?
Sorry, it was asking me a question. As in regards to the CPS history, there are children still in the home, even with the prior CPS history. So I'm not sure why it would be a concern due to the fact that if the house was unsafe for my child, why would it be why is it safe for the children that are here now?
Ms. Elliott?
Yes, let me just phrase that as a question to Miss Elliott, Judge. Miss Elliott, why is that a concern?
Because one of them was a charge or reason to believe, and we just have concerns.
Okay. But again, those concerns have not risen to the level of any type of removal on anyone living in that home. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Ms. Elliott, did you have anything to do with that case or work that case at the time?
No, sir, I did not.
Okay.
I have
And
not.
that's some prior history?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're currently working the case with Ms. Helms, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so the concerns are where the department would place the children in a home with that type of history.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll pass witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Ball?
So that CPS history is a minor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so the concern is placing a nonverbal child in a home with a non-relative who has those types of findings?
Yes.
Do you have any information about the other children in the home?
No, ma'am.
All right, guys, this is where the pressure really starts to build. CPS begins laying out the facts, and the narrative quickly shifts from hope to concern. On paper, the mother is doing some things right, working, testing clean at times, but the cracks start to show. Missed drug tests, unresolved housing issues, and a past CPS history suddenly take center stage. The tension spikes when the mother challenges the system, questioning why her home is unsafe while other children still live there. You can feel the frustration, but also the court's skepticism. Every answer raises another red flag, and by the end of this section, reunification feels uncertain and fragile.
Other than that CPS history, do other residents in the home have concerning CPS history?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that history?
It is physical abuse and neglect.
Okay. How many other adults are in the home?
There are 3.
And does every adult in the home have CPS findings?
Just 2 of them.
2 out of the 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is it 3 with Miss Helms or 4 with Miss Helms?
3 with Miss Helms.
Got it. Okay. No further questions.
All right. Anybody have any further questions for Ms. Elliott?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Zavala, do you have a recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. The child's doing very well at this time, and I do recommend that current placement continue.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Elliott, if you said, I may have missed it, but do you consider that Ms. Helms is in compliance with her service plan?
Except for the Texas Panhandle Centers, we're still lacking that, but everything else is complete.
All right. And then the concerns about where she lives.
Yes, sir. No, yes, ma'am.
Alright, guys, this is the moment everything lands. The judge steps in with clarity and authority, cutting through emotion and focusing on risk and responsibility. The ruling is firm. The child is not going home today. Partial compliance is not enough, and unresolved housing remains a serious problem. When the mother pushes back, hoping for flexibility, the judge shuts it down with a clear warning about what lies ahead. A same-day drug test is ordered, deadlines are set, and CPS keeps control. This ending hits hard because it's calm, direct, and final. No yelling, no theatrics, just consequences, and a clear message about what must change next.
All right, then I will order Ms. Helms to go do her hair and a UA today before 4 p.m. Can you get there today, Ms. Helms?
Yes.
Find that there would be a continuing danger to return the child home to the mother at this time or to the father. I find mom is in partial compliance. Find that father is not in compliance. I'll continue the department as temporary managing conservator and continue the child's current placement. We are scheduled for our final in this case on January 27th of 2026. That will be on a 9 o'clock docket. So, Ms. Helms, it's really imperative you get this TPC thing handled as quickly as possible. And I feel strongly you need to look at alternative housing. I think this is going to continue to be a concern and continue to be, a point of discussion. And, you can discuss that with your attorney, but I think it's something you ought to give serious thought to.
Yes, ma'am. On the concerns of, they are only allegations. There was no findings, and the person that they are against is the one who currently has the primary custody of the children that are currently living in the home because of the no findings.
I understand all that, and I understand what Mr. Barfield's questions were in relation to, and I get all of that. I'm just saying I think there's some other concerns there. It's also just a number of people, and an issue of you being able to provide stable housing for the child on your own, So there are other things that relate to a concern about your housing other than all of these people's prior CPS history. So
I wouldn't think it would be a concern of how many people if I can
Judge,
do
we'll
it.
set a meeting and I'll talk to her
here.
about that. I'll talk to Tessa. We're
Yeah,
done.
I'm not here to argue with you about it. I'm telling you, I'm trying to give you a heads up that moving into a final hearing in this case, that concerns me. That's going to continue to concern me. And I think it's something you really ought to take a serious look at. So your attorney will talk to you about it. All right, then I'll see y'all January 27th. Have we set mediation in the case?
We have not, Your Honor.
Better get it done.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's mediate before January 15th.
Can I have a breakout room with my client, Your Honor, and then we'll just leave the meeting from there. For the hearing.
And Miss Katie will notify y'all by email who's appointed to mediate for you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, I'll put you up in a breakout room. Ms. Helms, you're going to get a prompt here in just a second. And I'm going to put you into room 2. And just a minute. Okay. Then you all can leave from there.